Okay, I just need a minute of your time. I know you're probably at work, or your kid probably needs another snack. It's been like 10 snacks before noon, but that's okay. Your latest health and wellness blog's telling you to stay off social media. I just need you to have this information. Ask your lender this. Based on my goals, what programs and loan type would be right for me? Do you need help with down payment assistance? Do you need help with buyer paid closing costs? Is getting the lowest interest rate part of your goals? Next question, what is the interest rate? So one thing to understand is that rates change every single day and sometimes multiple times a day. So the time that you shop for a house and then actually enter in on a contract, it is a factor. Ideally, the quoted rate and the final rate will be comparable unless something really drastic happens, which, let's be real, that could happen. Next question for your lender. Do you offer rate locks and how do those work? Some programs can lock your rate for 3 to 6 months sometimes. There's a fee, of course, but this might be a good idea if you know you're going to buy in 3 months, but you want today's rate. Unless, of course, the rates drop lower. Next question for your lender. Hey lender, what are points and how much do they cost? So some lenders will charge points to buy down the interest rate. So for example, on a $400,000 loan, 1 point equals 1% of that amount, so $4,000. Say you want to buy 2 points, that's $8,000. So this might be a good idea for those of you that are planning on staying in your house for 30 years. Perhaps you're building and this is going to be your forever home. This might be something that's good for you. Keep in mind, most people stay in their houses between 5 to 7 years. Okay, Mr. or Mrs. Lender, what are my all-in costs? So if you're working with a reputable loan officer, they will discuss all of your fees with you. So there's 2 things you have to think about when you're buying a house: your down payment and your buyer closing costs. So it's always a good idea to plan ahead so that you can prepare for this. Get in touch with your trusted real estate agent anywhere from 3 to 12 months ahead of time. Hey there, lender. If I pay off my loan early, will there be any prepayment penalties? So with certain loan types, there can be penalties if you pay off your mortgage early. Shout out to my Dave Ramsey people out there. You keep doing you. Everything is sounding really great, lender, but where does the underwriting process take place? This is important to consider when you're thinking about time zones and deadlines. Sometimes most of the time really, having an in-house underwriter can make the process go much faster. If the underwriting is happening on the East Coast, we're buying houses in Mountain Time. That's just something to consider when buying a home. Hey there, lender, how long does it take to close on a loan? Having a longer processing time to close on a loan is less than ideal because negotiating with sellers can sometimes be tricky. And sellers are very curious about how your timeline is going to affect theirs. And finally, after closing, will your lender's brokerage sell your loan? A lot of lender brokerages do sell their loans. The important thing to consider is, where is my mortgage located and who do I contact for any questions that I could possibly have? I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Tag your favorite lender in the comments below. Send this to your family, send this to your friends. Save a life. Have a great day.